we are kicking things off with a look at the global economic shifts. We dive into the American fertilizer shortage and explore the critical role Ibrahim El-Salahi, head of the Undersecretary, played in the 2000 landscape as we examine the implications of this American fertilizer shortage for the future.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we switch gears entirely to the digital frontier. Cipher Digital is making massive moves, leaning heavily into AI and HPC data centers while its stock captures investor attention. We break down how this shift from Bitcoin mining toward long-term leased data center campuses and committed funding will redefine Cipher Digital's risk profile and earnings mix. The energy landscape is heating up as Oklahoma pushes new legislation. We look at how HB 2992, championed by State Rep Brad Bowles, is poised to require data center companies to pay for new grid infrastructure, potentially impacting energy costs for major users. Finally, we turn our focus local to western Wisconsin. Over 100 St. Croix County residents gathered to demand data center protections, led by Menominee resident and mental health professional Blaine Haverson, as community groups unite to safeguard their neighborhoods from massive hyperscale AI operations. Stay with us for the full story. A recent commentary highlighted pressing global issues, juxtaposing concerns over resource scarcity with technological advancements. One piece by Adam Tooze on Substack raised questions regarding the focus on space constraints within data centers, contrasting this with the more fundamental challenge of agricultural resources, specifically mentioning the running out of fertilizer. This point serves as a stark reminder that environmental and resource limitations remain critical concerns, even amidst rapid technological development. Furthermore, the content touches upon broader societal impacts, referencing the concept of yellow filtering the world, suggesting a pervasive sense of constraint or altered perception. In a separate context, historical references were noted, including a quote from Ibrahim El-Salahi, head of the Undersecretary in 2000, alongside a mention of an American fertilizer shortage, underscoring the persistent global challenges related to food production and resource availability. Cipher Digital is executing a significant strategic pivot, shifting its business focus from Bitcoin mining towards the development and operation of AI and high-performance compute, HPC, data centers. This transformation has garnered increased investor attention, reflected in recent stock performance. Cipher Digital's stock, traded recently at $21.91 on Nasdaq GS, has demonstrated substantial long-term returns, including a 7x move over 3 years, alongside strong short-term momentum, with gains of 29.5% over the past week and 64.1% over the past month, highlighting the market's focus on its recent developments. The core of the strategic shift involves moving towards long-term leased data center campuses and securing committed funding. Key milestones for investors to monitor include the secured capital, long-duration tenant agreements, and the company's plan to repurpose existing mining assets into HPC projects by 2027. These factors are crucial for assessing the company's evolving risk profile and future earnings mix. For investors analyzing this transition, the central question revolves around how this change from Bitcoin mining to AI infrastructure will impact the company's overall risk exposure and revenue structure over time. The company operates industrial-scale data centers in the United States, serving both Bitcoin mining and HPC hosting, positioning itself for high growth potential with perceived lower risk. Analysts and investors are encouraged to review detailed company reports for fair value analysis, which provide deeper insights into the risks and rewards associated with this new direction. The narrative for Cipher Digital is centered on its ability to successfully execute this transition into the high-growth AI sector. Oklahoma is moving to shift the financial burden of grid connection costs for major energy users, specifically data centers, directly onto those entities. State lawmakers have finalized legislation, HB 2992, which will mandate that customers consuming over 75 megawatts of power must cover the expenses for new infrastructure, including wires, poles, substations, and power plants. The bill has been forwarded to Republican Governor Kevin Stitt for consideration. This move comes as Oklahoma seeks to capitalize on its historically low electricity rates, which are highly attractive to large data center developers in sectors like artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency. Federal data indicates that Oklahoma's average electric rate in February was approximately one-third lower than the national average, standing at 9.36 cents per kilowatt-hour. However, this regulatory push is occurring amidst growing local opposition. A number of residents are voicing concerns that new data center projects pose a threat to local energy costs and water supplies, leading some municipalities to temporarily halt plans for new facilities. St. Croix County residents have mobilized in response to concerns over potential hyperscale AI data centers in western Wisconsin, signaling a growing demand for local protection against large-scale corporate infrastructure. Over 100 residents gathered in Hammond on Sunday to voice anxieties regarding the risks associated with such developments, even though a specific large-scale proposal, initially feared, has been put on hold. The organizing effort was spearheaded by Menomonee resident and mental health professional Blaine Haverson, who initiated the event after witnessing the potential impact of a proposed $1.6 billion, $320 AI data center by Meta. Residents expressed deep concerns about the potential strain on local resources, including increased electricity and water bills, and the perceived siphoning of local economic resources to major corporations. Haverson has since joined other community members across the state in forming Great Lakes Neighbors United, a network dedicated to safeguarding communities from the effects of hyperscale AI data centers. Haverson emphasized the importance of unity, stating, "The people of Hammond showed up to this meeting because they love their community. If we unite around the things that we love and have open conversations about how we can be proactive, we can make sure Western Wisconsin is a place we can still call home." Community engagement was further boosted by a video from Charlie Behrens, a Wisconsin native, which encouraged further community awareness about the potential scale of these data centers. Later that evening, the village board reviewed a proposal from a developer for a 2-acre site in the industrial park. This specific project is not a hyperscale AI operation, but involves a Bitcoin mining data center under the company Metered Mining. Following a presentation and Q&A session, the village board tabled any immediate action pending further information sharing. Haverson reiterated the need for continued community involvement, noting that transparency and dialogue are key. "What is important is that the community came together, united, and listened to one another," he stated. "This level of community involvement needs to be encouraged to make sure the community has a voice in the ultimate decision." This collective demonstration of concern highlights a broader movement. GROWW, Grassroots Organizing Western Wisconsin, is collaborating with other state groups to call for protective measures around hyperscale AI data centers. Danny Akinson, a GROWW organizer, warned that massive industrial operations pose an unprecedented risk and asserted, "Western Wisconsin isn't for sale to outside interests. Our home and our future is at stake."